Hey guys, it's Mike the Wrestling Guy Smith, and you guys are watching All Wrestling, the premier wrestling TV show that focuses on NXT, SmackDown, and Raw, and many more. And before I begin my Raw review, like I usually do, guys, I'd like to thank you guys for all the support, all the views. Thank you guys for just tuning in. I know I missed a couple of things, but it's okay. So, so tonight, basically, Raw was really good tonight so far, and the first thing that happened was Elias being the special guest referee for Baron Corbin and Seth Rollins' match. But I'm really thinking, and this is just the hyper. This is just like really just as a prediction. I'm thinking Brock's gonna find his way in. I'm thinking Brock's gonna be special referee. He's gonna take the briefcase and cash it on. Because thing is, Seth is gonna beat Baron Corbin as Universal Champion. He's gonna beat him, and they're gonna there's that minimal, not minimal, but there's that big contract hanging above Seth's head. So I'm thinking he's not gonna anticipate, because we've never seen a Money in the Bank guy as a winner before. We've never seen him as a referee. So what if Brock ever did that? And that's what I think that's gonna happen. But I'm gonna talk about that a little bit more in depth about my stomping ground predictions when I make them. But like I said, all in all, the first match between, because it was a fatal five way for the United States title, and I'm actually glad that Ricochet was in it, Miz was in it, Braun was in it, and Bobby was in it. But it was really a good match, but it was a quick one because like soon as the match began, like Cesaro tried to like manhandle like Braun Strowman. I didn't even know he was that strong, and he did the spin, he did the hammer throw, and then he did the neutralizer, and then he tried to pin him, and then that didn't work. And then what Braun Strowman did, he threw him around, like he power slammed him, and he pinned him, so he got out. He was eliminated easy. Then with Bobby Lashley, and then Bobby Lashley tried to, like, he got rid of Cesaro. Like Cesaro was eliminated. Bobby Lashley tried to lariat him, and he tried to spear him, but it really didn't work. So he tried to power slam him. So he thought he got rid of Ricochet and the Miz. So they were outside for a little bit. And then as soon as Bobby got distracted, he turned around and he power slammed him and he won. And then the crazy part was that Cesaro and Bobby were working together, because even though they're not eliminated, it's no disqualification. So Cesaro did another neutralizer. He did another neutralizer. Then Bobby did a spear, and then Ricochet did the 650 off the top rope. Got rid of got rid of Braun Strowman. So it was just him and Miz, but they were both like wiped from like taking out Braun. So what happened was, like, and I'll give Miz a lot of credit, and I don't usually say this, and I've noticed it as Raw, and I've noticed it with SmackDown a little bit, is that he's actually becoming not like his old self, where he was on a heel, I'm a bad guy. Everybody loves him because the fact is he's at another level, and he doesn't really need a title to make sure he hits that status. And I just feel like he just kicked the crap out of him though. He did a couple of kicks to Ricochet. Then he tried to do the figure four leg lock, and then he tried to do the skull crushing finale. That didn't work. So that didn't work. And then out of nowhere, like, even with a bad leg, and I'll give Ricochet a lot of credit. Even with a bad leg, he did a 650 off the top rope, and he landed, and he didn't hurt his knee, and he was still standing. And the funny thing about Joe, like, Joe tried to sneak attack him, like, against the rope, and tried to knock him out. So what Ricochet did, he pulled the rope down, he ran out and he slid out. And then what happened was Ricochet did the somersault plancha and got him, and said to him, "When everybody else doubt me, I will prevail." And I believe that match is going to be a really good match. It's going to be like the third match. But the one thing I'm a little happy about, and I think I didn't really get to see the revival yet, but I'm glad that they're actually champions, because they kind of deserve it. Even though they're going with Shane McMahon, Drew McIntyre, and I think they're just all of them are being like allies, which I like. But the thing I don't understand is who's going to face them, which I think the War Raiders should face them, because and I'm actually glad they finally changed the name. The Titantron actually said the War Raiders and not the Viking Experience. They're the War Raiders now. which I like. And I like that they're fighting, but the local competitor thing was kind of dumb. I think that was kind of the cheesiest thing. But I did like the Becky Lynch thing with Becky Lynch with Lacey. But like I've said before 1,000 times, I don't like Lacey Evans. Not because she doesn't have a story, but it's just not her time to have that belt. That's the point. She always wants to be a champion and do like you have the potential, Lacey. You could have been more, but the push they're giving her is just it's it's astounding. Like the push they're giving her is really astounding because it's like, well, we'll just put her here because we can, and I get all of that, but here's my big issue with it, right? Here's my big issue. Like they're really trying to put her on a pedestal, and it feels like it can't be done. And I kind of feel like they're really just lying to her because Triple H only likes her because she can bring in the crowd, but everyone likes her gimmick. But the thing is, Becky kicked the crap out of her. They had a brawl, and Becky took the I forgot what it's called. I think it's actually called some type of it's a hat, but it's a hat with the veil. I think it's a veil hat. I think it is. I think it's what it's really called, or it might be a veil hat or a sun hat. It looks like a sun hat. It's like a pink sun hat, and I like that she tries to be classy, but it doesn't work in the WWE. It doesn't work. It doesn't work in the WWE. Her to be classy, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work with me because I feel like she's only being like I feel like Becky's gonna be that one thing in the world, and she just it's ridiculous. And I see it like more with Seth Rollins because he is Universal Champion, and I get the idea of that too. But that was the thing I didn't understand. Why are you still going after Becky? You're on Raw. You could have went after Bailey and became SmackDown Women's Champion, and Bailey would have just won and still would have won. And that's the thing I don't understand and I'm actually gonna make a prediction about SmackDown, but I'm not gonna do that tonight. But like I said, there's so many things that they're trying to do with Lacey Evans, and it just doesn't feel like it is. Like I said, it was a good segment, but I believe they're gonna. I just believe she's gonna retain. I believe that Becky is gonna keep beating Lacey until Lacey gets fed up or she quits, and that's how I feel about it. And then and then also like here's the one thing that kind of puzzles me a bit. Like Roman Reigns, the Roman Reigns Shane McMahon match should have never happened because it felt like it should have never happened. It always feels like that, and I just feel like him making a statement so Shane can come out and be like, "Oh, I beat you. I'm the best in the world." Who cares, dude? And that's my thing about it. That's how I feel about it right now, guys. Like, who really cares? Because it feels like that's just one. It's like one thing in his career, but it's not really a big loss because it's not like the Undertaker. It's not like Goldberg. It's not like all these dudes who came in, and it's the same thing. And like here's my thing about it, right? Here's my thing about it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work the fact that he comes in there and he's this dude, and this thing with Shane. I like him being a heel, but he was more a heel in the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era because ECW was coming in. I mean, and even in the Invasion angle, which was cool. And I didn't like the fact now that he's trying to be a heel, and it just feels like he's trying to do another authority thing, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. But all in all, guys, I think Raw tonight was a really good show. I would give it a B. I give it a solid B. I would give it a solid C plus B plus. Because there's a lot of good segments. There's a lot of things that Raw is actually trying to do, and they're not trying to make us bored, which was good. And it's not feeling like it's not a desperate plea. It's really not desperate anymore. SmackDown's not desperate either. Neither is NXT. But talk about them in my other reviews. But like I said, guys, like, comment, subscribe to my video. Peace.